Yo, what's going on, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite Uncle Demi, and today I am going to be showing you this Switch Defending Cleaner, aka my 7'4" killer. This is a really good lockdown. Really, what I would say is basically like a back end. If you want to know exactly why, how I make this build, obviously I'll leave the build video in the description. But this is what I'm currently looking at right now, and the reason being is because I will end up having a 92 perimeter defense, which would allow me to get Challenger on Legend with the Max Plus 2. I will also be able to get Legend, like Chase Down, and Legend, you know, where are all these badges at right here? Legend, where here too, it will be, I'll have Legend Pogo Stick. I end up having Legend Paint Patroller. I'll have Legend High Fly Denier, Legend Challenger, and I have Legend On Ball Menace, then Legend Off Ball Pass. Like, I will get all these because I'm a specialized in defense, and of course, you know, just being 6'9", having the ability to keep jumping with the Pogo Stick on Legend. You're gonna see though, like I play, even though this is more so of a back end, right? Or more, if you don't know what a back end, more like a 3 in the park, which will kind of play center. You can play on ball this, and that's what I was doing, just testing the ability of this build out. But the cool thing is that you'll also, when it's all said and done, be able to use the cap breakers and be able to dribble. So you'll be able to get your pass accuracy up, an 80 ball handle, a 75 speed with ball. So you'll be able to have all this. So again, people are looking at the build, and you know, if you don't know what's the vision, you're gonna look at it and be like, dude, the build can't dribble. It only has a 56 pass ac. You know, it's no finishing. But as you add more, get more cap breakers and continue to move through the rep system, you can do that. So if you want to know more about the build and get more in depth of the build, just go ahead, check out the link in the description, and I will break down this whole build. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, head to the park, and just get some gameplay and show you exactly why this build is so dominant and why a lot of people need to take this build in consideration. Even though it's short with the max wingspan at 6'9", you are still going to be able to get a lot of challenges, blocks on the very, very tall 7'4"s, but you also will be able to absolute destroy these smaller guards because they're trying to get you to the basket. You can chase, block them, etc. Okay, so let's go ahead, head to the park, and I'll be back in about 3 seconds. All right, so let's hop right into it. As you can see here, I'm actually running with Flo, and I'm running with my man JJ. And the beautiful thing about it is that we are a crew, so we know we get that double rep. So if you have not partaked in that, you definitely want to try. Now JJ's actually on a 7'4", which leads me to be on my 6'9" that is going to be guarding ball. But look at my 3-point shot. I'm shooting 100%. And JJ, as you're gonna see here, if I thought I changed over here, I think, yeah, you'll see that JJ's gonna be shooting a very high percentage himself, almost like, yeah, they go 95%. JJ shooting 95%. People definitely thinking we zenned up, but we really just chilling. But so again, I just want to point out what we want to look here is just the athletic ability of this build that basically plays like a center, but I mean like a lockdown, but is basically a center with the best of both worlds. You get the ability to, you know, get that on ball menace. As you can see right here, I'm just going to try to be really wanted to stress this, how bumpy I can get, you know, where I can go as far as the chase downs and the blocks, and, you know, go from there. But I want, there you go right there, boom. So there goes one right there. That's 100% smothered. So again, that is just because of my block having you know, a 99 block. How many of y'all ever seen people get 100% smothered without jumping? Without jumping. Understand that was 100% smothered without jumping. Of course, I get to steal there. Again, this is a lockdown, right? But this is not your typical lockdown. You're not really going to see lockdowns that are going to be this tall with a 99 block. And remember, my perimeter defense is only an 87. This is a build that's going to take time to develop, right? Remember, I tell you all the time, you know, like, you got to be patient and utilize those cap breakers because you can make really good demigods. And if you try to, you know, do everything that you want up front, you're going to sacrifice, because the individuals that did, you know, be patient. Look at that right there. Again, just sitting there, hands up, not even jumping. I got an 18% contest. Maybe, you know, he could have made that, but at the end of the day, I'm just stressing the abilities of this build, okay? But like I said, just make sure you utilize cap breakers, guys. Like, you should at least make your build with 20 cap breakers, because if you're gonna, or if you don't plan on hitting level 40 every single season, then this would be like, you know, maybe I'll hit level 40 5 out of the 9 seasons. Okay, so then set yourself up for like 15, 16 cap breakers. But if you feel like you'll hit it every season, then set yourself up for like 20, 24 cap breakers, you know? Because you can just make demigod builds by using the cap breakers, dog. I'm telling you, there's nothing worse than having cap breakers and there's nowhere to put it. You'd be like, bro, I didn't make my build for cap breakers. I don't know where to put it. That's the worst. But as you can see here, the defense is really well. We're up 13-0. And as you can see, I already have, you know, 2 points. I have 2 rebounds. Again, as you can see right here, just solid defense all the way around. You know, people doing the same exact thing, trying to beat me baseline. They're not able to left right me again. And low key, I was warning him to. I'm like, bro, if he beats me, I'm about to chase down. I got the chase down of hell. You know what I'm saying? Again, let me get the inside. I'm jumping. You know what I mean? You do anything and everything with a shot clock violation. But that's another thing too. I have Pogo Stick Legend, but I also have Chase Down Legend. So I think you'll be able to see a clip here with me actually showing that, as JJ's just completely automatic. You know, we're just out here just having a good time, you know, just playing in the park, you know, and again, we did have some comp players pull up. And I probably, oh, look, see, there go the bump, so that's not there. But look at that there, crumbled him. You know, that's on Hall of Fame On Ball Menace. Crumbled him right there. Again, as you can see right here, he tried to get me back door, but watch this. That is Chase Down. Look at that high flyer knife pop up in the top right on Legend. And again, you're just not going to see people like a lockdown couldn't do that. A 6'6" can't do that. 6'7" can't do that. They can't get that Legend. But I'm able to do that. I'm able to get beat and then, you know, literally do a chase down block. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I want people to understand. And right now we're trolling because we're about to go and there's some people on the dots that we just beat. And they're about to, they spun and they were the MVP of the park and they were all starter 2s and, you know, they were real sweats. And we beat them. And of course they were spinning. And I was like, bro, like they're over there spinning. So you're going to see us troll them real quick. Flo's just going to throw up a shot right there. And then you're going to see us all come over here to the left corner and then sit there and start trolling them as we all go. Yeah. Let them know like, yo, we see you. And yeah, you know, like y'all keep spinning the block. Y'all being weird. Like y'all not going to beat us. So, you know, we were just doing a little bit of, you know, taunting right there. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of whatever you want to call it. Camaraderie or banter. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that, man. Chase down block, getting bumpy, the potential of this build. You know, I don't like being long-winded with these things. Just want to show you a little bit. As I start to get these badges and get it up, I will. But y'all let me know in the comment section what you think about this build. Is it a W? Is it an L? But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Jimmy. I'll be back really, really soon on the Banger Mania. You know, when I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.